Once upon a time, in a bustling city of glass towers and flashing lights, there lived a young man named Oliver. But while the city reached for the skies, Oliver slept on the cold pavement below them. He had no roof, no bed, and no one waiting for him. What he did have was a torn backpack, a dull pencil, and a dream too big for the street he lived on. Every night, after the city fell asleep, Oliver would pull out scraps of paper he found in dustbins, old receipts, crumpled flyers, even discarded blueprints, and sketch buildings. He would draw bridges, towers, homes, and parks, imagining a world where everyone, rich or poor, had a place to belong. He called it the City of Second Chances. One cold evening, as rain soaked the streets, Oliver found shelter under an unfinished flyover. He lit a candle stub and began sketching again. His hands trembled from the cold, but his lines stayed steady, strong and full of purpose. As dawn broke, a man in a grey coat stopped nearby. He was Mr. David, a renowned architect, known for his perfection and pride. When he noticed the sketches scattered beside Oliver, he frowned, then looked closer. There was balance, imagination, and heart in those lines, something even trained architects struggled to capture. "Who drew these?" he asked. Oliver hesitated, then quietly replied, "I did, sir. Just ideas I see in my mind." Mr. David studied him for a long moment. "Ideas, you see? You mean dream?" The next morning, Oliver found himself standing inside David Designs, a place he had only seen from afar. He was given a chance, an internship with a simple promise: "Show me what your dreams can build." Days turned into weeks, and Oliver poured his soul into his work. He stayed late, learning, sketching, and reimagining spaces that didn't just look beautiful, but made people feel they belonged. His design spoke of hope, of warmth, of home. When others laughed at his unpolished clothes or simple words, he only smiled and said, "Someday I'll build homes for people like me." Years passed. Oliver grew into a young architect, known for his empathy-driven designs. But he never forgot the street corners that had been his classroom. One day he presented his dream project to the city council, a sustainable housing community for the homeless, affordable, beautiful, and full of dignity. The name of the project, Haven Rise. When the first building opened, people wept. Families who had once slept on sidewalks now had walls filled with laughter. At the entrance stood a plaque that read, "Designed by Oliver Gray, once homeless, forever a dream builder." Oliver often returned to the same pavement where his journey began. He would sit quietly, watching children play in the park he designed, smiling as he whispered, "Dreams aren't meant to be realistic. They're meant to rebuild reality." And from that day on, the city didn't just rise higher, it grew kinder,